warmer weather is a great time to enjoy boating and outdoor activities with family and friends. And you may soon be enjoying fried or barbecued chicken at picnics and cookouts. You've probably never given any thought to the impact that the poultry industry has on our state. In Bamberg County, one entrepreneur, Chad Brubaker, grew up on his family's dairy and poultry farm where he envisioned improving the poultry industry through innovative methods. With his new patented processing equipment, Chad is not only helping poultry farmers, he's creating jobs and investment in the rural community of Olar. Let's take a look. And we have now traveled to Bamberg County in this beautiful building that is innovative poultry products. We have the founder and the president with us, Chad Brubaker. And congratulations, you opened in March. It's absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, tell us a little bit about you, and because we're actually on the land that your family has had a farm for years and years, and your family is still farming.
Yes, right? Yeah, so it's been a progress over the years, of course. And so, yeah, I was a farmer growing up and had a need in the poultry industry as we got chickens some 12 years ago. And one of those first years I can remember, the very first flock we were raising chickens, and it was over 100 degrees for probably a week straight. Right. And we were losing piles of chickens, and I'm carrying them out by buckets, and I'm thinking, there's got to be a better way. There are farmers all over the place doing this. And so I began to think and look on the market for something, and there wasn't anything there. And so I began to develop something at that point. Yeah.
And so you actually designed, this was back about almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago, right?
Yeah.
2015.
Yep.
You started designing this piece of equipment.
Yeah, this trolley system. So just thinking of a way to carry these dead chickens out. And, you know, it's not like I was inventing anything new at that point. It's just nobody had put it to market for the poultry industry. Right. And so, yeah, developed this trolley system, and what was new and innovative was that I used battery and remote technology to power it to run on a track.
And so where did you get all that knowledge? Is it just...
Yeah, well, you know us as farmers, we like to...
You want to be efficient.
Yeah. And so we just started tinkering on the farm, and growing up, I did some of those type of projects of just efficiency and so forth. So that's probably where some of it came from.
And your father and your brothers are still working the farm, and are they using the equipment? I'm sure they are.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, my dad would say, he wouldn't even grow chickens without our product. I mean, it's
and
that.
So you have other products here as well as the trolley system, which is that called the Hawk?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the Poultry Hawk is the trolley system. Okay. And so obviously as we begin to we develop this product and start selling it all over the U.S. and into Canada and a few overseas. So as that progressed, you start become noticed nationwide, and so then opportunities begin to develop into other parts of the poultry industry, and that's where we want to stay. Okay. Innovating for products in the poultry industry, for poultry farmers.
Why was it important for you to stay right here in your hometown? It's a homegrown business right here in Bamberg County. Why was that important to you and your family?
Yeah, so I had opportunities to move even 10, 15 minutes away. And the reason I didn't was partly because it's a local farming community. And so when we want to do research and development, we're right here. And then also the workforce that began to develop here from the local church and school and even into the community, it just, if I was to transplant out of that, it was some of the very foundation of which I started that wouldn't have made sense. So yeah, training local people and research and development right here. So when customers come out here, they have this experience and realize that right here is where the grassroots are, and it makes them, it just connects them to their product so much better.
And again, you have this beautiful facility to be able to show off and showcase what you're doing. You have 19 employees, and I'm sure your plan is to continue to grow, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we just want to continue to develop, the talents out of this community.
So Chad has brought Jason Johnson into his company 5 years ago, and now you're chief engineer and you design all kinds of equipment. Right.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about you, and you're here, your wife is from this area, and so you moved here and you've learned everything on the job, right?
So Chad gave me a job in 2019 to learn engineering on the ground, and one of the big projects that we've done is the swedger back here that
Right.
we were doing it manually and we automated it, and it's been a good experience.
So Chad, is he a great example of how you work with your team for that OJT?
Yeah, absolutely. So just one of my mentalities is learn in-house with automation, gain those skills, and then we can translate those skills then into our products.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you're doing that with all of your employees. So you have 19 now, and you hope to expand to over 40 employees?
Yeah, that's right. So just what we've learned is the best way is get this young talent. Hands-on training is about the best way to do it, and grow them up.
So, the success of a company is certainly the technical skills and all that, but it's also the culture. And I feel just a wonderful culture from Chad. He's happy, he's enthusiastic about his products. You feel that as well?
Absolutely, yes. That's one of the great things about being here is if you have a good team culture, you can work with people, you have a will to work, a will to learn, and can learn from those around you. You actually can pick up the hard skills later.
Yes.
And from more people.
Okay, very good. And you're actually going to build a cafe. It's going to open soon so that you can, because we're kind of out here in the middle of, I don't want to say
Nowhere. Yeah, go ahead.
And so to go get a bite to eat or entertain your customers. So we'll show some pictures of that. But that's been important to you as well, and the community.
That's right, yeah.
And that's a wrap for this edition of Behind the Golden Shovel. I'm Robin Zimmerman. So enjoy your summer by flying high your American flag, playing a little golf, taking a boat ride, and eating some homegrown chicken.